Unsolved History. The Lost Norse Settlement Mystery in Maine. Imagine walking through the quiet forests of Maine. The air is cool, the ground covered with pine needles, and the only sound is the wind moving through the trees. Suddenly, your eye catches something strange. A stone. But not just any stone. It's carved, shaped, and marked with symbols that don't belong. Erena, Native American, not colonial. Something older, something foreign. What if I told you that some people believe these are the marks of Vikings men who reached America nearly 500 years before Columbus ever set sail? This is one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries in American history. The story of the lost Norse settlement of Maine. Our journey begins nearly 1,000 years ago, around the year 1000. Imagine ships with curved wooden hulls, their dragon-shaped prows cutting through the Atlantic waves. These were the Norse explorers of Greenland and Iceland. Men like Leif Erikson, whose name has become legend. We know for certain that they reached the shores of Newfoundland, Canada, because archaeologists discovered a real Viking site, their Lansomatos. But what if their voyages didn't stop there? What if they sailed further south, along the rugged coast of New England, until they reached what we now call Maine? Over the centuries, strange discoveries in this state have kept that possibility alive. Runestones with mysterious markings, unusual stone foundations deep in the woods, and even tools that don't match the design of known native or colonial artifacts. 2 Bailey bears. These are clear signs that the Norse not only visited but may have lived here. To skeptics, they are either misinterpretations, coincidences, or outright hoaxes. But the mystery refuses to disappear. One of the most famous discoveries was made in 1971. The Spirit Pond route. Imagine turning over a flat stone and finding it covered with strange carvings that look like ancient Norse runes. The markings tell fragments of a story, almost like a message from the past. But what do they mean? Were they carved by Norse explorers, desperate to leave behind their presence in a new land? Or were they created centuries later by someone fascinated with Viking legends? Historians cannot agree. Some experts dismiss them as fakes, while others argue they could be genuine echoes of a lost chapter in history. Then there are the stone structures scattered across Maine, odd chambers, strange foundations, and walls that don't seem to fit with native or colonial architecture. Some chambers are built with massive stones, their construction oddly similar to styles used in Europe. Could these have been shelters, storage areas, or even ritual sites built by early Norse travelers? Or are they simply misunderstood remains of early farmers and settlers, their true purpose lost to time? The debate has continued for decades. Some scholars argue that the Norse may have used Maine as a resource outpost. Imagine them cutting timber from the dense forests, hunting game, and trading with local tribes before sailing back to Greenland. Others believe a small group might have stayed, building a hidden settlement that slowly faded away, its people blending into native communities, or vanishing from disease and hardship. And then, of course, there are those who believe none of it at all. To them, the artifacts are clever fakes, or natural objects mistaken for something extraordinary. But history is rarely simple. Think about this. If the Norse really did reach Maine, it changes the timeline of European contact with North America by centuries. It means stories of exploration, survival, and even cultural exchange were happening long before Columbus. It means the history you learned in school might not tell the full story. And there's another question: if Vikings left clues in Maine, what else might still be hidden? Could more runestones be buried under the forest floor, waiting to be found? Could remnants of a Norse settlement lie beneath layers of soil, just beyond the reach of archaeologists? Sometimes, all it takes is a single discovery to rewrite what we thought we knew. The idea of Vikings in Maine is more than just an academic debate. It captures the imagination. We picture ships landing on rocky shores, explorers walking through unfamiliar forests, carving their presence into stone. And we wonder, did they survive? Did they meet the native people of Maine? Did they tell stories around campfires of a land far from home, a land that would one day become America? So I'll ask, what do you think? Were the Spirit Pond runestones genuine records left by Norse explorers? Are the mysterious stone chambers echoes of a hidden settlement? Or is it all just a legend, kept alive because we crave mysteries that make the past more thrilling than the textbooks suggest? The truth remains locked away, and maybe that's the most powerful part of this story. History is full of secrets. Sometimes they stay buried forever, and sometimes they wait patiently until someone uncovers the next clue. Thank you for joining us on this journey into one of history's great mysteries. If you enjoyed exploring the lost Norse settlement of Maine, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another story of ancient mysteries, strange disappearances, and lost civilizations. And don't forget to share your theory in the comments. Who knows? Maybe your idea will be the one that finally unlocks the truth.